A very good morning to all. In the previous class, we discussed about the rural livelihood. In this class, we will be discussing about urban livelihood. But before that, let's understand what is the meaning of rural indebtedness. Here, it refers to the situation where the poor people, they are unable to pay their loan. So, you all know that in villages, there are some people who have small plots of land. Some are landless farmers and some of them, they do not have regular source of income such as fishermen. So, in this situation, they borrow money from the money lenders and the traders. And here the money lenders and the traders, they give them money but at very high rate of interest. And for this, they even have to mortgage their piece of land or cattle. Here the term mortgage means an agreement where a person borrows money against something valuable, and if the borrower is unable to pay the loan, the lender, it takes the custody of that particular thing. So, here in this situation, the poor farmers, they even mortgage their piece of land or cattle, and they are so poor that sometimes they even lose whatever they mortgage. And here the situations like the failure of crops due to drought conditions and due to the poor quality of seeds, it makes more difficult for them to pay their loan. And the government is aware that the people, they suffer from seasonal unemployment and poverty, and because of this, the government has undertaken various public work programs like construction of roads, construction of tanks during the lean season to give employment to these poor people. And here the government also provides employment to the people in villages, in schools, banks, post office and so on. Here banks are also directed to give them loans in times of need. So, this was about rural indebtedness. Next, we will discuss about the urban livelihood. So, you all know that a city is a large place where people, they are engaged in large varieties of activities to earn their livelihood. And here the people, they work as factory workers, mill owners, bank managers, domestic help, vegetable vendors and so on. So, let's discuss some of them. The first one, you can see the vegetable vendor. Here the vegetable vendor, every morning he goes to the mandi to buy vegetables and he arranges the vegetables on his cart. And sometimes they also take their vegetable carts to the residential areas or colonies to sell these vegetables. Next, you can see domestic help. So, these are the people, they work in others' house and they do various types of jobs like sweeping, washing clothes and cooking. Next, you can see the garment worker. Garment workers are the people who are good at stitching clothes and they are also good at doing embroidery. They also train other young people in their art. Next one is the bank employee. Here the bank employee, they work in the bank, they meet many people and they motivate them to save with the bank. So, we can say that in our society there are two types of sectors, that is organized sector and unorganized sector. So, let us understand their meaning. The first one is the organized sector. Here the terms of the employment are clearly defined along with the salary, and here they cannot be asked to leave the job without any reason or without any proper notice. They are also provided with different types of benefits. Whereas in unorganized sector, the terms of the employment are not clearly defined and they may asked to leave the job without any reason or proper notice. Also, there are no benefits provided to them in case they fall sick or are on leave in case of unorganized sector. Therefore, we can say that the rural sector and the urban sector are connected to each other. As you all know that the rural sector does not provide employment throughout the year, and because of this reason, people, they migrate from the rural area to the urban area. Here the term migration means the movement of people from one place to another. In this case, it's from rural area to the urban area. And millions of people, they migrate to towns and cities in search of jobs and for better standard of living. One of the main factor for the migration is urbanization. As you all know that urbanization is the process by which the towns and cities are formed, and also higher percentage of population, they come to city to live. However, migration creates problems like overcrowding, inadequate housing and poor sanitation. Therefore, we can say that the rural area and the urban area are interdependent with each other. Because you all know that the farmers, they go to the city to buy tractors, machines, fertilizers, good quality seeds, pesticides and other finished article. Whereas the food products and raw materials for the factories are provided from the rural sector. Therefore, we can say that the overall growth and development of our country, it depends on the balanced progress of both rural sector and the urban sector. So, with this we have completed chapter number 25, and the activity is you have to talk about the life of a landless farmer given in page number 215. You have to record and submit the voice clip in Teams. So kids, we are done with all the chapters of grade 6 social science. I hope you all have understood it. That's all for today. Thank you.